Hey y'all, I'm Mimi, again Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Okay, like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, it is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. Okay, God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, all beings of the highest, purest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings. Okay, please give my wonderful, fabulous, amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Okay, so this is a Poseidon reading. Okay, so I got some numbers and I got a quote. Okay, I don't know who the quote's by. I didn't write it. Maybe I got it out of a movie or something. I don't know. I put quotations, so. But I got the number 17 could be significant to you, or 737, the number 10, the number 25. Okay, you could be a life path number 1789. 3 or 5, okay, or 2. So what's the overall energy? Okay, so it says empathy is about finding echoes of another person in yourself. Okay, and we got creative solutions. Okay, so I feel like it's a very powerful thing when you can look into someone who is very nasty, very ugly, and see the angelic energy in them. Okay, or to see, the God in them, to see the inner child of them is a very powerful thing. And also it makes it very hard for you to hold on to grudges, or to hold on to issues, or to hold on to problems. And this is not something that's very easy. This is something that's very hard. Okay. It takes a lot of work on yourself to be able to look at people like this. But I feel like this could be the mentality that you're coming into, or maybe one that you need to come into. It says think outside of the box and view things from a higher perspective. And when you view things from a higher perspective, you're viewing it from the way, or you're doing your best to view it from the way that God would look at it. You're looking at every single thing, every single situation, and every single moment that you have in life, and being like, I'm here. I heard WWJD, what would Jesus do, or what would Yeshua do? What would God do in this place? He's talking about walking around and operating with the energy of pure intention, and it's got the unicorn standing in the water, which I love, because that's that beautiful Poseidon energy. And then we got this beautiful spiral of right here, with the light. And I just did a Hecate reading where I was reading about spirals, and talking about how we should see the world the way that we want to see it, and how everything that happens in the world happens outside of us. We are the micro to the macro. So if we're taking care of ourselves and putting in all of the hard work and all of the great energies and staying connected to the divine the way that we should, then these energies will naturally radiate out of us into the earth and into the atmosphere, into the world, into the rest of the collective. It is contagious. Okay, so let me read it. And that's the number 13 on there. Okay, which gives me that energy of death. So, we're in this big time, where there is this huge change going on, a lot of things being eclipsed out that have been going on in this energy for so long. So it says your life lessons are presented to you as a series of challenges. It is how you deal with your circumstances that allow you to progress along your path and pass the tests. Okay. So even when a difficulty seems insurmountable, your unicorn will remind you that there is a solution to every problem. Okay, so look at every aspect of the situation from a higher perspective. See with spiritual eyes and listen with compassionate ears, and send love to every person involved, however troublesome they appear to be. And I heard everything's better with water. Okay, so the energy of water there is giving me everything's better with compassion, everything's better with love, everything's better with a little bit of emotion, with a little bit of empathy. Okay, empathy is about finding echoes of another person in yourself. So it says whatever the trial or setback, love is the universal solvent that transmutes everything. Okay, WWJD. Okay, it says it allows magical solutions to emerge that your conscious mind could not imagine. Receiving this card suggests that you are either going through a test right now or will do so shortly, okay? It is a rite of passage on your path that will open a door to something better. You have the courage, tenacity, and spiritual strength to handle any challenge, but this may be a time for meditation, negotiation, or a complete rethink, okay? Examine everything with wisdom and act with diplomacy. Then the outcome will be better than you anticipate. When you raise your frequency above that of a difficulty, it can no longer have an impact on you, you know? So he's saying when you change your view, change your perspective of certain things, and you react in a different kind of way, you show God something. And for that, God comes into that situation and blesses it and moves things around so that they work for you because you passed the test. And now that difficulty or that issue is no longer an issue or a difficulty because you have risen above the vibration of that situation and creatively and lovingly dealt with it, okay? So it says, use your creative mind to think outside of the box, ask your unicorn for help, and stay open to its responses, okay? So all about moving with empathy and with the purest of intentions that you can possibly be moving with at this time, okay? What else? Overall energy, Poseidon, please, my love. Thank you, okay? The devil, which caught my eye when I was shuffling the first time, okay? So I feel like this is all about overcoming negative, lower vibrational energies, you know? Like these energies are being taken down at this time. Okay, we got the Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor, you know, which just lets me know you're very independently wealthy and you're definitely connected in with spirit, you know. They're trying to usher in this new level of stability. You know, you have been working with them as a team much longer than you think you've been working with them as a team. And their whole goal is to bring in happiness to you. Some of you are looking for recognition in whatever new passionate projects that you have, you know. Some of you are just looking for the beautiful divine inheritance that you have been promised, and you've been doing the right magic or the right inner work to take care of yourself. You've brought in yourself from sadness and from heartbreak and become this beautiful leader, okay? This very emotionally mature being. So you need to allow the sun to shine in your life. And if you want the sun to shine in your life or to shine on you, if you want to see the light and see a difference in your reality, then sometimes you have to go within and find out, well, what is it that I'm missing? I'm not necessarily missing because you're not missing anything. You're perfectly imperfect just the way that you are. But when I say missing, I mean like maybe not perceiving properly, or maybe there's something that you could look at with more empathy when it comes to yourself, you know, maybe finding a more empathetic and loving way to deal with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be being a little bit too hard on yourself, you know. But it does say another person, okay? So I am getting the feeling that there's also people outside of you causing issues, people who are still, you know, bound and chained to the old ways of being, you know, they're still bound and chained to like the limitations of the patriarchy. So they're having a hard time with their feminine energies within them. That doesn't make them, you know, less than, that doesn't make them less important than you know. It just makes them someone who's not in touch with that side of themselves. And so therefore they're experiencing an imbalance. And you looking at them and thinking, okay, I have been here before. Maybe I didn't have the exact same type of imbalance, but I've been imbalanced before and I know how it can be too much. And some people are just in an imbalance because they're experiencing karma, you know? But still you can have empathy for them, even though you know they're being like punished by God, you know? It says God will always provide what you need, you know, but it also says most powerful is he who has himself in his own power, you know. This is where your power really truly lies. Your empathic abilities are so powerful. This is the element of water mastered, okay? This is what Poseidon is saying. Okay, what's the rest of the overall energy? Yeah, we got coven ties, okay? So you definitely could have been dealing with some sort of group attacking you, or, going to practitioners and doing all of this different things, to maybe stop you or hold you back in some sort of way in life. And I find that I used to get affected by these attacks and things like that, but it's because I lacked confidence in myself. I didn't feel protected, therefore I was not protected as I was protected, but not as protected as I feel now. You know what I mean? I don't really get affected by any magic or anything that anyone throws at me, okay? Because I know I'm protected, I know I'm strong, and I know that I'm covered, all around. And I feel like it takes that kind of like comfort in the thing. It's like when you're afraid of something, you give that thing power. So I feel like you could be coming out of this place. I feel like your empathy is definitely being boosted at this time, okay? I don't know. I did a different kind of yoga today and I just started crying. Spirit always be making me cry, okay? I just started crying. I don't know. I feel like it released some sort of energy within me. And also, like, Spirit got me on a new course of study, okay, which is like the Tantra side of things, okay? So they got me like reading a chapter a day of my book, and then doing like a little one card reading after, really talking to me and teaching me certain things. And I feel like this type of thing would be very like constructive for you. Like you need to put your air energies into something better until you become more of a master of your water element, is what Poseidon is saying, okay? And then we got illegal investigation, okay? Ops, strangers, fans, nosy hoes, TMZ wannabes. I feel like you have a lot of people paying attention to you, okay? A lot of people could be looking at you, in your energy for some reason. Maybe it's because their shit seems to be burning down and you seem to be headed towards some sort of business success, okay? Somebody could be ages 40 to 50, okay? Somebody could always be coming around begging. Maybe that person that's 40 to 50 is always coming around begging, but the always coming around begging card also gives me like someone who is an energy vampire, like they're not necessarily doing this saying, hey, can I have, but their energy is doing this saying, hey, I need, because they are imbalanced and missing certain parts of themselves, okay? This could be people who are under some sort of legal investigation, okay? Getting investigated by local federal authorities, okay? Getting investigated by detectives, somebody that hired a private eye, people are about to start needing attorneys, okay? And people are also possibly doing background checks on you because they're trying to figure out like, who the fuck are you and what's going on? Okay, you might want to get ready for some sort of surprise visit or contact or some sort of message. Okay, you could be a Pisces or some Pisces could be about to contact you. Okay, Texas could be significant. Pennsylvania, I think, North Dakota. Okay, we got destined for greatness. Okay, that's what you are, baby. Okay, and the people that have come up against you, these people with these coven ties that are illegally investigating you, okay, they didn't went the wrong way. We got Leo, okay, somebody is a Satanist, okay, that's why the devil came out. And they're stuck in their south node, and also they're very more concerned about sexual connections than they are about what's going on within them and about connecting with their empathy and connecting with God. This person could be some sort of hitman, or they could have hired some sort of hitman to like come up against you. All I know is these people is guilty and they know it, and they losing control, because they got this upcoming court case and they still haven't got to prove that they're better than you, okay? With this inferior lifestyle, someone feels inferior to you, okay? They feel like this person is having a hard time loving themselves, and Spirit's asking you to have some empathy for them. I'm really hearing like, we know they ain't shit, okay? We know they're untrustworthy. We know that, they can be cheap. They can act very trashy, and they can be low quality, and, they're fraud. They commit fraud because they are fraudulent. Okay. This is what I'm really hearing. They feel like a knockoff when they're standing next to you. This person's a Luciferian or some sort of devil worshiper. So they feel like a sellout because they feel like they sold themselves. Okay. This person is a false divine masculine or feminine. And this person could definitely be putting out all kinds of false reports and fake news about you. They could be telling people you're some sort of kitchen witch going around lying on your name while they're attacking your health behind your back. Woo! Okay, look, we got sleeping with the enemy poking out from under there. So this person could be, this is a coven, this is a group, okay? There's a lot of shit going on with this group, including getting this karma. And I feel like you don't really have to. It said avoid, what did it say? It said avoid lashing out. So avoid lashing out, you know. Don't lose your shit, okay? Don't let anyone kill your vibe, because I'm hearing, bitch, don't kill my vibe. It said you won't find him trying to chase the devil for money, fame, for power out of grief. You won't never find him where the rest go. You will find him. You'll find him next to me. And I feel like people know this about you. You know, they know that you are right there, right next to God at all times, as much as you can be. Whenever you can, you are trying to absorb the energies of the divine. When you're not trying to absorb more divine energies, you are just pulsating out this powerful light filled energy, and it makes people feel like they're less than. You know, it makes people feel like you think you better than them because they think they're better than you, but only because they are imbalanced. There's something off mentally with them. You know, something kind of off with their soul. You know, something that went wrong with them along their journey. Poseidon, he goes, see, empathy, you know. Okay, so see it like this, you know. Look at these people as if they are something to be fixed. That doesn't mean taking on a project, you know what I mean, but acknowledging the fact that sometimes they just do things because there's something wrong with them within, you know, within the way that they're perceiving themselves. So the world they're not looking at the world from a higher perspective. They're looking at the world as if it holds nothing. There's no possibilities and there's nothing they can do at this point in their life. You know, it says, I'm really quite fond of you, you know. These people really are quite fond of you. They're really kind of like impressed with you and the love that you have for yourself, but they don't even understand, you know, this comes out in them as jealousy, you know, and they don't really understand like why they would be jealous or why, you know. And if you were to tell them, well, you don't love yourself enough. I told somebody that, and you know what? They got pissed off at me. I do love myself, but they don't. They didn't love themselves, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now. And this is the thing that people do, you know. It's because they're like, because they don't like themselves, they're always attacking people, you know. And they might say something that sounds really nice to you, but it is secretly an attack. So when you say something that hits home for them and it sounds really nice and it sounds really empathetic, they're going to still get mad because they feel like you're attacking them or trying to, you know. And some people even get to that like, oh, like, why you're so nice, you're so sweet, you know. I done had people get pissed off at me all this time, you know. But with this iceberg, it's always bigger and deeper than it looks when people get to acting like that, okay? It's bigger and it's deeper. We got apartment with a nice view, okay? Somebody can live in an apartment with a very nice view. That could be significant. What is this? We got Louisiana, okay? It says the demon in them won't let them evolve into their authentic self, period. This is what we're talking about, and we need to have empathy for that. That's something to be sad about. That's something to, I don't want to say feel sorry for them about, but, you know, that's the energy that I'm getting. Like, it's a sad thing. And these people know this. They're stuck in an energy of grief. They're lost in their waters. He's showing me like a surfer falling off the board and then just getting like, you know, beat up over and over and over again by the different waves that are rolling in so fast that they can't catch themselves. They can't find their board. They're lost in their waters. The song said, I think that you should get some rest. These people need a rest, you know. They just don't know. They don't know how to find it. They don't know how to have that come to God moment because they really are kind of, like I said, lost in their energy and stuck in their ego, you know. And you have to, you know, you being the divine being, you have to find more creative and empathetic solutions to dealing with these people that might be around you, you know. It says, I need to listen well so that I hear what is not said. Come on. Use your energetic scanning, okay? You are a healer. You can find exactly what is wrong with somebody just by looking at them, by hearing one sentence out of their mouth. If you're a clairaudient, you know what I'm talking about. The minute you look at them, the minute that you get close enough for your guys' auras to merge, you're like, like, are you okay? You know, it says awareness of the power of the world makes you careful to separate fact from opinion, period. Using your empathetic awareness to separate the facts of what's wrong with that person, and not your opinion of the way that person is choosing to act out the things that are wrong within them. And this is why they group up and get into gangs. Okay. But we got you, baby. Don't worry about nothing, okay? These people is, like I said, stuck overseas, okay? These people could have traveled overseas to do magic, okay? Some of them are indulging in this racist discrimination, okay? Like, really? Still racist? Come on. Look, we got Delaware, okay? It says, I've been waiting too long, you know? I feel like you've been waiting for such a long time to get to such an amazing point in your journey that spirit will never let nobody tear your shit down, okay? Poseidon will tear some shit up. Okay, we got New Mexico. It says they know you know about everything. Okay, this coven, they know you could call they ass just the way you see them, and that's why they stay out your fucking face. Okay, it says most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. I already read that. Okay. It says pay attention to the patterns. Okay, it says nature gives to every time and season some beauties of its own, baby, and you better believe that you are one of those beauties and that you are highly protected. Okay, we got Illinois. Okay, it says stay sharp and focused on the bigger picture. Okay, that higher perspective. This is how you continue to advance and how you find yourself not having to argue with nobody no more. Like I don't remember the last time I had an argument with somebody. And I love that, you know. Yeah, it says I'm running out of time. You know, this is how people are feeling. And you would think that when they feel like they're running out of time, you know, that they would reach out to God and try to find that closer connection or try to find some sort of purpose. But they're lost in their waters. They're blind. They cannot see. They don't have the ears to hear either. Okay, look, the hangman, they are stuck, baby. Stuck from making this forward movement that they see you making. So, of course, they're going to be mad, okay? Of course, they're going to lash out because as far as it looks to them, your cup is overflowing and they're always overflowing and they're always experiencing a tower. But they can't connect the two ends together that tells them, okay, well, maybe I need to get myself together, get that connection. It's almost like they don't believe that you have this divine connection. They think like you're just bullshitting them or something. What's I'm really quite fond of you, and it's deeper, it's bigger and deeper than it looks. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. They're really quite fond of you and this connection that you have with the divine. They love the way that you're able to manifest and how you always look like the star, even when you look like shit, you know. They love how you always manage to make a beautiful imprint on others, you know. And this is why they hate you, because they can't figure out how to do that. How do I make that same impression? And these are the type of people who have been acting their entire lives, you know, but not because like they wanted to. It's like they're saying like this particular coven, okay, they all have the same type of wounds. He's saying like covens come together because of their wounds, okay, or like this is how, like, they exchange this hurt energy, this energy that they're not good enough, that they have to always present a mask, okay? What's is bigger and deeper than it looks, an apartment with a nice view? Okay, we got the Hermit. So I feel like these people could have spent a lot of time being alone, being, you know, feeling left out in the cold and feeling like no one was ever really there for them. These are people who never really felt noticed. And it's not like you feel noticed, you know, like it's not like you ain't never felt noticed, but I feel like you have healed in this way. You know who you are and you don't really need validation from people outside of you. And this is kind of like perplexing to these people whose demons won't let them evolve to their authentic self, you know, like you are like the one with the nice view, okay? You're the one in this apartment with the nice view, you know, because just like a vehicle can represent your vessel, you know, an apartment or a home can represent your vessel also. And I feel like you really come home to yourself and now you have this higher perspective. You see things with such a nice view and their demon won't let them evolve to that place. And this is causing a lot of like turmoil and issues. Okay, look, 5 of Wands, a lot of conflict in their life. Okay. Feeling lovely. Just love me. Okay. I want to be with you. Hey, I want to be with. That's wild. Okay. What's the demon won't let them evolve into their authentic self. Woo. Okay. So we got a lot. I'm not going to keep all of them, but I do see the Emperor and the Fool and the Page of Swords. These are the ones that came out. I might even keep them. But I feel like you could be coming into this place of stability, you know? I think that when people are talking to you, it's like they have some sort of energetic bullhorn, you know? So it really doesn't matter what they say. You hear what the truth of them really is, you know? You hear all the fear. You hear every part of them that don't want to take no leap of faith to do nothing better or nothing different with their lives, you know? You see through the lies with the Page of Swords. I feel like these people are just beginners in standing in their truth. You know, it's like they looking like the Page of Swords and you're looking like the Queen of Swords, you know? Someone who's strong and makes decisions effortlessly. But they don't realize that it took you a long time to get to this place where you could make decisions like this. Okay, you have entered a Four of Wands, Queen of Pentacles type of energy, you know? And they're still, I don't know, like, I think that also this coven was happy as long as they were able to affect your energy. Like as long as they were able to keep you from harvesting, then they was happy. And it didn't matter if they had masks on or none of this shit. Like they was fine as long as you look like shit just like them. But now you looking better and that's a problem, okay? Yeah, with the death. They want to put a death to that shit. But this is your justice, okay? Look at the Ace of Wands, okay? Look at the Knight of Pentacles, all right? Quick too with the Knight of Swords, okay? And the Nine of Pentacles, I love these cards that's just coming up out here, you know? Like, I feel like these people are being forced to give it a rest and get ready for this karma that's rolling on into their asses, okay? But I feel like at this point, you know, they've thrown so much magic and things that they're becoming obsessed with you. Because this is what they wanted you to be, you know, obsessed with them, you know, concerned with taking care of them. This could be people you know, like you could come from a coven family type of dynamic, okay? Yeah, we got the Two of Cups, drinking and partying and chilling with these fake ass demons, okay? That were doing everything to cause conflict for you and to keep you from finding an energy of stability. But Poseidon saying like, you are safe though. You made it through. So now you just have to keep operating with that from that place of a higher perspective. Like just because you're in this high priest, high priestess energy doesn't mean, you know, it doesn't mean that you have to be angry or hold any resentment. That takes you backwards in the work that you did to master your water, you know? And these people are already in this Five of Cups energy. They're already sad. They already experiencing karma. But they're just not wise enough to realize that this is what's going on yet, you know? And of course, they're not going to come and report to you every time something wrong happens because they're jealous of you and they feel like everything works out for you just fine. We got the Six of Cups, you know, I feel like these people and their mentalities are a thing of the past. I feel like your ancestors have opened up so many options with this Nine of Wands. And now, you know, I'm hearing like, all I want is you. But I heard it like, all I see is you. Now I feel like you're very focused on yourself and growing yourself and expanding the self, you know. And it's not from a selfish place. It's just what you're on at this time because this is what you're being guided to do. And Poseidon saying, don't get distracted. Keep doing that. And when it comes to dealing with these people, don't get mad. Get glad and have empathy for them because you don't want to go backwards, sinking down because you got to drop in vibration to deal with that shit. And that's just too dangerous right now. Okay, what's the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords? The sacred space, okay? Always take that moment to find your sacred space, you know? Like, I'm hearing, like, just be patient a little bit longer because these people are not going to get away with this gang stalking and all this shit that they done. They are being investigated. Didn't I say that? They are being investigated for all the bullshit they've been doing, for the shit that they hide little crimes and shit. They finna get caught for all that while you sitting around looking waterproof because everybody finna go down except you. All the bullshit that they do now just rolls right off of your back, you know? It's like they throwing their water at you, but you waterproof. Where in the past they were able to project all of that water onto you, and it would affect you. It would get you all wet and make you feel all heavy and shit like that, you know. But now you waterproof, it just rolls right off of you, and they're kind of at a loss trying to figure out how it is that they could get back in. But you have found way too many creative solutions, way too many different ways of thinking outside of the box. So they don't even know how to approach you or how to come at you. What would be a proper way to attack you? What's the 2 of Cups and the 5 of Cups? Okay, anomaly. You out here looking like an anomaly. They ain't never seen nothing like you, okay? Never. They ain't never seen nothing like you, okay? You finna soar all over them while they finna get this motherfucking wrath, okay? And this is why it's okay for you to be empathetic with these people, for you to just go ahead and be nice to them. Because they are people who chose service to self with this self-interest, you know. It's like he's saying, like, it's not your job to like punish them or to judge them. So that's why it's all good. It's all okay. Like, they're not going to touch you. They don't have the power to touch you, baby. You could be looking really beautiful or really handsome right now, okay? What's a sacred space and waterproof? Okay, it says fuck. I love the fuck out of my fucking life, okay? It says life is fucking amazing. Take time to look for and appreciate all the little things today, okay? The smell of coffee, the change of season, a smile on your face, a smile on the face of someone you love. Life is fucking beautiful. Love it so hard you want to fucking puke, you know? Then we got the cloud vomiting rainbows, you know? Life is beautiful. And I feel like Poseidon wants you to really stay there, to really embrace that fact every single day in every single way that you can. And this is what's going to keep your energy high and make sure that these people that are chained to the devil still find the judgment that they need to find, and hopefully, you know, go on to get their own Ace of Pentacles. Like, that's the goal, you know, for them to get this judgment and learn from that, and then become a positive person who is of service to the collective. Because it's possible to find God on a dark path. 100% possible. What's waterproof and anomaly? And it's like, if you treat them like shit and have no empathy for them, then what makes you better than them? In that way, you're judging them in the very same way that they judge you, you know? And that takes away from the value of you. The song said, "Oh, we'll always protect you. And this mine, ooh, will never neglect you." You're a motherfucking superstar, okay? And you'll never be neglected or ignored by the divine. And I feel like he's also saying to have empathy for these people, because at this point, they don't have that connection that you have. They can't tap in and get no guidance. And I know it's their fault. I heard that's not my fault. You know, I know it's their fault. But still, Poseidon's asking you to look from that higher perspective and see the bigger picture, because there's always a bigger picture to be seen, you know? What's the final thought on this? Oh, let my love adore you, babe. Don't you let nobody tell you different, baby. Look at love, okay? Love. All you need is love. Okay? Then we got nutrition, okay? Love is what literally feeds you, and it feeds the collective every day. And also, love is powerful and has the demon to, I said has the power to get these demons, okay? To knock their asses back to wherever the fuck they came from, okay? Like, you loving somebody who is in this terrible energy has the power to save that person and to bring them up to an energy that you're in. And that's the goal. Not just the punishment, not just the justice. The goal is to save and heal and elevate as many souls as possible. So it says the greatest power of being is love. It is magic sorcery, the touch of God's breath that blesses and fulfills us in each and every moment. Okay. The divine source created dragons before the souls of humans, before Lady Gaia, even before the angels. The dragons bear the fire of pure divine love within them. Look at the pink dragon on the card and feel the truth in the depth of you. It says, hold the card close to your heart and ask the divine source for blessing and for pure divine love. Feel how the magic of the dragon's deep love engulfs you like a rose tinted light. As the pink dragon is awakened in your life and plants a seed within you, a seed that will grow into unconditional divine love if you so wish. Okay, if you create something with divine love, you can make it eternal. Love is magic and magic is love. When I tell you from the bottom of my heart that you are so beautiful, I have woven a spell about you. I have created something, a feeling or emotion that vibrates within you, and it is eternal. Ooh, but this love wishes to be shared. So praise and say something wonderful to others through the power of love. Through the power and love of the dragons, we will set off a chain reaction that will carry on endlessly around the world. Ultimately, all this love will culminate in the golden age, and you will have been its creator. Okay? So, like Hakate was saying in the last reading, create the world you want to see through the energies of empathy, love, and the power of your central sun or your solar plexus chakra and your sacral chakra together. Create the reality you want to see. Create a reality where these people are being healed, where they're being raised up, where they're being held accountable for their actions and going through this judgment that is going to eventually break the chains of their old ways of being and bring them into the golden age with us. We want them to vibrate higher. We want them to evolve. We want them to grow and to heal, just like we got the chance to. And I know they got the chance and they turned it down, but how many times did you get the chance and turn it down? This is all Poseidon is saying, you know. And just thinking about it in this way, even if you're not yet capable of doing it, he's saying, will raise your vibration so much higher because you're trying. Okay. And then we got Rose. Okay. More love energy, but roses represent God. Okay. So stay very aware of yourself, of your emotions, and connect in with God in that sacred space as much as you can. And with that, I'm done. Okay, I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day. Okay, that you got something that you needed out of this. And I'll see you later. Bye.